So guys, in schooling, we first learn the numbers and then we learn to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. on those numbers by using these special symbols like, this plus for addition, minus for subtraction. We use cross for multiplication and a sleeping line for division, isn't it? Now, those symbols are called as operators and the numbers are called as operands. So let's imagine we have the equation 2 plus 3. Okay. Now 2 and 3 are operands and plus is the operator. But why am I telling you that? Because after learning variables, we have to learn operators in Java. So this far we have just created and accessed those variables. Okay. Now using these operators, we can manipulate and process these variables. Okay. Now operator in Java is a symbol which is used to perform operation. So in this diagram, you see a lot of different symbols. Okay. So plus is used for addition, minus is used for subtraction. Okay. This equal to is used for assigning value to the variables. Okay, then we have this comparison operator when we are comparing two values if they are equal or not equal. Alright, same way you have logical and bitwise. So Java provides many type of operators which can be used according to the need. As you could see, these are the 5 broader categories. Okay, these arithmetic operators are used to perform common mathematical operations. Okay, assignment operators are used to assign values to the variables. Okay, comparison operators are used to compare two values. Logical operators are used to determine the logic between variables or values. And bitwise operators are used to perform manipulation of individual bits of a number. An operator is also called as unary, binary, or ternary operator based on the number of operands. So if an operator takes one operand, it is called as unary operator. If it takes two operands, it is called as binary operator. If it takes three operands, it is called as ternary operator. Okay. Now I would create separate video for each operator type. In this video, let's go over the arithmetic operators. Okay. Now, what are the different ones that we are going to create? So we are going to work on addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These are all binary. Okay. We also have some unary operator like increment and decrement. Okay. So let's start writing some code on these. And guys, I'm going to write code in this arithmetic operators file. This is part 7 of this video series. So you can find the same code in here. Okay. All right. Okay, great. So we have two variables of type integer. Num1 is equal to 5 and num2 is equal to 2. So like I have already explained. So if you say num1 plus num2, so num1 and num2 are operands and this plus is your operator. Okay, now this plus is surrounded by two operands and hence it is a binary operator. Okay, fair enough. Now I create another variable int add. Okay, and as the name of the variable suggests, we say num1 plus num2. Simple enough. Same for subtraction. We say num1 minus num2, like so. Then we have multiply, and in Java we use asterisk. So we say num1 asterisk num2. Okay, and for division, guys, we have num1 forward slash num2, like so. Okay, and this last one is the modulus operator. Now in case of division, if you are working with integers, we are going to get the quotient back. So 5 divided by 2, ideally you expect it to return you 2.5, but guys, we are working with integers. Okay, and integers don't have the decimal values, so that means you are going to get back what? The quotient. But there are cases when you want to check the remainder. How would you figure out whether a number is even or odd? Alright, so you're going to divide that number by 2 And if there is no remainder, you say, okay, the number is even. But if there is a remainder 1, you say, hey, it's an odd number, isn't it? So in those cases, we use the mod operator. So we use percentile for this. So we say num1 percentile num2. Now this is going to return us the remainder. All right. So these are the first 5 that we have to cover. So let me save everything and run this program. So we get 5 plus 2 7, 5 minus 2 3, 5 into 2 10, and 5 divided by 2 is 2, guys, and the remainder is this. Alright, now you'd say, no, I want to get the exact value 2.5. Okay, it's very simple. We have already covered the casting part. So now this is how we are going to do it. So we create this variable of type float. Okay, and now we have to do the typecasting. So we say exactly the same, but remember, okay, since these numbers are integer, you would get 2 back, okay, 2.0, but you want 2.5, so you have to typecast either the numerator or the denominator. If you do it like so and run your case now, so you get 2.5 back, and like I mentioned, you can put it the denominator as well. Okay, so let me run this again. Okay, so we get this, but guys, let me show you one thing, and this is what, guys, as a beginner you have to try. So I enclose this num1 divided by num2 in the bracket. Okay, and I typecast the result of this. Okay, now what do you expect you're going to get back? Now this is going to give you 2 back, right? And then if you're typecasting it to float, you would get 2.0. All right, so just understand this part. All right, so just remember this. This is not what you have to do. You have to make either the numerator as float or the denominator as float. Okay, so let me change it back to this. Now we get 2.5. All right, so next we have two unary operators. If you want to increase the value of a variable by 1, you use increment operator. If you want to decrement the value of a variable by 1, you use decrement operator. But how do we use these? So we say num3 plus plus. Now this is a unary operator, guys, because you see it is working on just one operator. Now this, guys, is equivalent of, you say, num3 is equal to num3 plus 1. Okay, so the shorthand of this is this. Okay, same way you have the decrement operator and you say num4 minus minus. Okay, this is also the unary operator. Again, its equivalent is num4 is equal to num4 minus 1. Okay, now guys, we have pre and post increment and also pre and post decrement, and on that I'm going to create a separate video. Okay, but these are also the arithmetic operators. All right, so let us log these values to the console and let's save it and run this program. We get 100 for num3, okay, and we get 99 for num4. So guys, next comes the expression. So this far we have been working on single operator like plus, minus, division, multiplication, or odd. Okay, now in this statement, okay, how would you go about fixing that? Are you going to say 2 plus 3 plus 5 into 5, right? Or are you going to divide this first? So just like in math, we have the BODMAS, which defines the order of this operator. Same way, we also have operator precedence and associativity. Now, operator precedence determines which operator is performed first in an expression with more than one operators with different precedence. Okay. Then next comes is operator associativity. Now, operator associativity is used when two operators of the same precedence appear in an expression. Associativity could be either left to right or right to left. So in this example, we'll follow left to right. Okay, but in case of assignment operator, all right, like so. Okay, So what you are doing is you are assigning the value that is available on the right in this expression to the variable that is present on the left hand side. And same is the case, guys, with these increment and decrement operator. They follow right to left associativity. Okay, but addition, multiplication, subtraction, they follow the left to right associativity. Okay, now you will find this information easily available on the internet. Just remember that you need to know the precedence and the associativity to solve these kind of expressions. Okay, now one such website where I can easily find that is this. So you see the precedence order. So parenthesis, okay, is given the highest precedence. Then comes the increment or decrement operators. And in here you see the associativity. The associativity is right to left, like I mentioned. Then we have done the typecasting, guys. Okay, there also we have the right to left associativity. Right. Then, guys, in our expression we have multiplication and division and plus and minus. Okay. Now multiplication and division are given higher precedence over plus and minus. Okay. Their associativity is left to right. So now we know how do we go about fixing this. So we say first precedence is given to multiplication and division and then left to right. So we first solve this. When we solve this, we get 2 plus 15 divided by 2. Okay. Now next thing that we have to solve is this 15 divided by 2. So we get 7.5. No, we are going to get 7 back. Okay, because all these are integer type. Okay. Now if you want this to return you 7.5, so either you make it 2.0 or you typecast it to double. Okay, makes sense. So we keep it 2.0 now. Then we get this. All right, so again we have to do left to right. So we say 9.5 minus 4. Okay, and then we eventually get 5.5 back. So let me save this and run this program. All right, guys, so we get this back. All right, so that's about arithmetic operators, operators precedence, and operators associativity. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much.